What's up, everybody? What's going on? Today's video is going to be more of a raw video, and I'm going to try to make these on a weekly basis. It's going to be an analysis of what's the week to come, what I'm going to be looking for to happen. Again, I am the type of trader that, if people know me so far, as I am in the moment of the trade. I am not looking to tell the future. I look for what is happening during the moment. If more people like this video and they find it informative for them and they can build on it, I will be making more of them. So if you guys hit the like button or share the video and comment below, I'll be making more of these videos. But if not, then I'll stick to what I am doing currently. So with that said, let's get right into the video. First thing, we're going to start with gold, and we're going to analyze gold as far as what's happening. Real quickly, we have gold on a daily outlook. I called this out before in different videos as far as what was happening for the past 5 years during December of gold. So this is exactly what would happen. We would have gold a push down when we're coming into December, and then it could be heavy, it could be a small push down. This is a pretty heavy push down compared to when I analyzed before on gold. You can see it in one of my other videos. I called a trade out right here on gold on a no supply right here because we came into this strong area right here. This was the previous resistance, churn now support, and we just came back down to touch it. So it happened, called it out, and it was off for the races. We went up over 1,000 some pips, so you're talking a pretty heavy move. You're talking over $100 and some on gold, and that's even a really heavy move on gold. And in a month span, this is a month even for gold. So anyways, with that said, there is a few things that I am going to look for coming into the week. One of the two things that we can have correlation with is the 200 EMA. The 200 EMA is also a key level. I do not base my trades off of it. I base it off of other people that like these 200 EMA trades. One of the things is gold has been, every time it touches from since May 2019, every time it touches the 200 EMA, you have a bullish reaction. So you had a touch right here, bullish reaction, touch again, bullish reaction, touch again for the third time, bullish reaction. And then you've seen this huge sell-off right here. This was during that whole issue that we had in February, March. You had all the markets selling off, and then you touched what? 200 EMA. And then the bulls started buying back up again, and you can see high volume right here. This is why I love volume bars. It's the highest volume that we've had in probably years, probably going back over 5 years. But yeah, and what happened is we had a bullish reaction to the top. So this 200 EMA is being touched since 2019 for probably the 5th or 6th time, which is a pretty good amount for a daily chart. And you can see it broke through here, fake break, and then we had the bullish reaction. Every year this happens for the past 5 years in December, and it did happen again this year, and this coming year, which was December 2020. And now we're coming back down again to the 200 EMA. We had a huge sell-off right here. To me, it does not look like this has to do with gold is going into a bearish market, but it is still possible. I do not base my trades off of predictions. I do not predict the market. I trade the moment, but I'm just going to see how people like these kind of videos to analyze and how I analyze certain markets. So what it is I'm looking at right now is gold is coming into this demand area right here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 daily candle touches, even with wick fake breaks, into this zone right here. All of them closing right here, and it is happening again. When you get something like this happen, you know that this area is a very well sought out area for bulls. So with that said, I am looking for a long position on gold this coming week. I'm not looking to short it unless something presents itself completely different. And the reason is, for me, is I do not trade the daily, I trade the 1 hour. And then my entries are on the 5 minute. So with that said, let's look at it. In the beginning, you had this huge push down right here. Initially, we had this huge push down from last week, not this previous, the week before. January 8th, came to this area with what? With huge volume. We came down pushing all these right here, this huge volume. This is selling, selling, selling until we get to here. This is buying, but it is still a lot of volume. Let's look at it. 13 hour. Let's look at the 13 hour right here. Huge amount of buying. Look at that. This is huge compared to 13 right there. Let's look at it again. 13 hour. Huge also again. The thing is you have the confirmation on the next candle. So this area is very strong. You're going to see maybe a fake break, like you've seen right here also. Maybe you've seen another fake break even below, all the way to 1807. But if that happens and volume does kick in, for me personally, I am going to take a long position. Remember, this is not financial advice. I do not give financial advice. Risk your own money. You risk your own trades. I am not responsible for anybody's loss. With that said, if I see high volume in a long position, I'm going to go long and buy gold. If it does break through here and I get a confirmation. Remember, we don't enter trades just because it reached a certain point. You still need confirmation. If this wasn't during Friday, if this didn't happen on Friday, this could have been an entry here, but the problem is it was Friday and we were coming into the end of the day. It was coming into the afternoon, and on a Friday a lot of people are just closing out positions, so I would not enter something like that right here. But yeah, this is what I'm looking for as far as gold. If I see a break with confirmation on the 1 hour, I'm entering that trade. And then if it doesn't break and we continue to hold right here, I am going for a very small position and a short-term position of this right here, right about there, and right there. So on that close right there, and this high up here, if we get a break above this, which is looking like it is, with a confirmation of a no supply candle, I will enter the trade. If we get a break over here with a tight stop loss about right below here, probably might be even tighter depending on how price reacts to here. And as far as a short goes, I will not take a short position. I will not take a short position unless I see two things happen next week. We do get a break and then a retest back up with something like, for example, high amount of volume comes in, like for example this right here. You get something like this right here where we get a push up and volume starts to kick in, and then we get a sell off right there with a strong amount of volume come in, bearish sell off. That's the only how I will sell as far as gold goes. And that's for gold. I'll do one more pair and then I'll get to the crypto pair. I know this is going to be a long video, but as I said, this is going to be more of a raw video. If people would like to watch it, please, as I said before, like the video, and I will be making more of these weekly analysis coming for each week, every weekend. So I will be analyzing GBP USD. So one thing is on GBP USD, a lot of people are going for long positions, which is not an issue. My only concern with this is we had a break above this area right here. As you can see, break this, we broke this, we broke this. These are all strong areas since 2019. These areas are strong areas. We did break it. My only issue is with this break is this is a lot of consolidating. This is a lot of like, it's not in distribution phase, but it's still a lot of consolidation right now, and I keep seeing weakness. Every time we get pushed up, I'm seeing weakness. So if you look on the 1 hour, you get push-ups like this, and then reaction like this. It's weakness. You get another push-up, you get a reaction, it's weakness. There's a lot of selling. So when I say weakness, I mean by selling. You get a strong volume up, there's weakness, there's selling. It's happening on both sides of the ball game. Right now we're in a range stage, so I'll be very hesitant to go long on British pound USD. So for me, as far as pound and USD goes, I am looking to short it next week. Again, this is not financial advice, risk your own. So I'll be looking to short it, because if we do end up coming back up to here, this area, I see a high amount of volume come in with a bearish reaction, something very similar to this, because in the morning on London, I was up just because it was Friday, and I was looking forward to a short position over here, and it did happen. I got out too early. I got out over here just because it's been consolidated. It's been in a nice strong range, all of this area, so I did get out a little too early. But you can see this area right here had a push up with not too much volume, but previously we had a lot of volume. So this 1 hour right here at 5, you can see it right here. It's higher volume than that day, and then we look back right here, it's higher volume than that day on 5. So for me, this is a very strong area to look out to, and we already had this double top, so there's a lot of correlations happening with different schools of thought that are looking at this double top, break of that double top, and it's looking more of a short. With that said, if price gets to this area right here and I do see a lot of volume come in, I'd be looking to go for a long, just because now we're getting into two things. We're getting close to an area that was very strong from before, that we did break above, came back, touched, broke above, now came back again, touched. If it comes back down to this area, when we get to right here, so this is how I'm going to analyze this right here for coming up. If I can get this thing to zoom in, sorry about that. If price for next week, sometime next week, does get into this area right here, and we eventually start to play it out like around this area right here, it breaks out and it cannot break through, I'll be looking to go for a long position, very strong long position, if I see a nice amount of volume. My key of trading is the volume bars. That's how I enter the trade, for validation for me to enter the trade. I just do not enter the trade just because I've seen some candlesticks form a nice hammer candle or something like that. Those for me play into the fact that other schools that teach trading love those types of candlesticks and everything like that, and this is the reason they enter them. They feel that they're validated. Like you can see right here, we had a hammer candle, confirmation, hammer candle, confirmation. So a lot of different schools will enter these just because of those. I do not enter just because of them. I need the second thing, which is volume. Actually, it's the first thing for me. With that said, this is my analyze of gold and GBP USD. Now, one last one is going to be crypto. I know a lot of people like crypto and ask me about what I think about crypto and as far as trading it goes. So one thing that I did, I took a small trade with Bitcoin, which was, I did call it out before we even reached this area right here. I was telling people look at my other social media on TikTok. You can check it out if you want. It's going to be atn.tips.tricks, atn.tips.tricks, and I'll put a link in the bio below, but you can see it right here. There's a lot of volume that came in, bullish reaction, again, same thing, fake break right here, bullish reaction with a high volume, same thing. So I'm not too good with crypto. I've only been trading it for probably, I would say, about a year, a little bit less, but I knew about it before. I just never traded it like I trade Forex or commodities. So, but it's looking like it's similar to as far as, volume spread analysis looks like. So I took a trade over here as soon as we came down with this bullish reaction and high volume right there, because we had such amount of volume when we came down right here and right here. So there was a small bullish reaction, the tight stop loss. I entered, I think it was about right here, it was about 13, it was 32,900, I think it was something like that range, with a tight stop loss just below here because I just don't trust it and it's very risky. Otherwise, if this was like a Forex chart, I would put it below this right here with sorry about that, with a take profit in this area right here. So it'd probably be a 1.5, 1.25 risk to reward ratio on crypto. It's just a very tight stop loss, so exited around right here. That was my trade for BTC. Nothing too crazy, just very risky. And then as far as my analyst goes, I would like it to come back to this range and see if we get a lot of volume come in. It's looking like on the chart, it is looking like right now. So right now in other markets it is closed, but with Coinbase you can still see it as active. You can see it right there. It still trades 24/7, literally 24/7. There's not a single holiday. That's why people like crypto. But so yeah, this is about crypto, and right here you can see a lot of strong reaction. I just don't like this area. Remember, it also depends on zones. It needs a strong zone for the volume to be something that I would react to as far as taking position. I am biased towards crypto unless I see something crazy. I will not be going for any short positions. I tried it right here. I think I tried it right here and I got stopped out. I took a short position. I think it was right here after I seen this. I took a short position right here and I got stopped out right here. I think it was. It's a very small exit, but stopped out for a loss. But again, that's something that was my mistake. Crypto right now is just way too bullish. I would not be shorting crypto. I'd only be looking for long positions, even if it were to push all the way down to like around 25, even if it were to push 28, 23 even over here. I'd be looking only for long positions. It's just too risky. There's too much hype. There's too much demand for it. And it's a new market and people like new markets and they think they can get rich quick off of stuff like that. But again, this is the analyst for the week coming up. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be more than helpful to answer any of your questions. And please like, again, the video so I can make more of them. And I know that you guys do like them when you hit that like button. So peace out.